on Science and the SciGo app.
Often associated with Japanese culture, traditional origami is best known as the art of paper folding. It dates back to at least the 17th century. Today, marketing companies are engineering origami for promotional use, creating materials with more impact than your standard brochure. Open this invitation, and an interesting scene unfolds. Based on strategic marketing research, non-traditional invitations and three-dimensional paper structures can attract more interest. A specialist known as a paper engineer replicates an ultrasound machine in origami. The paper engineer breaks down the design into flat parts to be printed and folded into modular pieces. Guided by a digital design, a machine cuts and scores a thick sheet of paper in the shape of the engineered origami parts. Later, the scored shapes will be punched out and assessed. The design will need tweaking before the pieces of paper ultrasound are ready for mass production. Next, the designer folds the cutouts and glues them together, creating the base of the ultrasound. This particular module is a test build to confirm that it folds correctly and will fit to the other parts of the mini paper replica. The designer makes more prototypes and adjusts some of the parameters. He builds the undercarriage and wheels out of chipboard. These elements support the paper modular structure. Each part is labeled accordingly. The designer constructs the final prototype, checking that the seams are tight and that all the parts are in perfect alignment. Once structurally sound, the designer starts building the graphic details. He refers to photos of the prototype and compares them to the flat screen image. When complete, the artwork is printed, producing a proof. The proof is a test copy of the artwork. The areas to be glued or cut out are printed in green. This is done to indicate that no ink or coatings are needed during the final printing. The technician does an initial check to confirm the quality of the print and that all the art has been properly placed. Then the designer and the production supervisor evaluate the proof. They confirm that the lines correspond with those of the cutting die by comparing folded modules to the flat proof. This step ensures that when the artwork is printed for mass production, the cutouts will fit. Adjustments are made to any problematic areas of the proof. Once the artwork is complete, the revised artwork is printed and scored by a digital cutter. This computerized cutter is only used for test purposes. A cutting die will be used for mass production of the origami parts. Technicians insert the cutouts in the corresponding parts of the die. This step confirms that the lines are correct and are ready to go to print. Machines may mass produce thousands of printed and die-cut sheets, but it's up to the assemblers to fold and glue the modules together. The assembler starts with the base, followed by the articulating arm for the ultrasound screen. The arm fits into a slot in the base, which can be lifted and lowered. The assembler attaches the control panel to the lower part of the arm. He installs the folded ultrasound screen on the top and inspects his work. Weeks of design and planning have gone into this moment. Now assembled, this piece of promotional origami can be packaged and mailed to targeted recipients.
Science is the place to experience the next wave of space exploration.